Hey everyone, Joe here. Today I'd like to talk about my recommended travel lenses. Now this particular video is aimed towards APS-C camera users, particularly Canon APS-C users. So if you have like a newer Canon Rebel series Canon camera, or say like a 70D or even the 7D Mark II, this video is for you. Now other users who use like Nikon, Sony, Pentax, and so on, this video can be very informative to you, so if you want to watch it, I can always appreciate the view. So let's get in here and talk about what lenses I recommend and why for traveling. Okay everyone, well the first type of lens I recommend is a super zoom. Now this particular super zoom that I use and really enjoy is the Sigma 18-250. Now this is a APS-C lens. Like I said, the whole video is aimed towards APS-C users. And it's one that I've been using for quite a while and I really recommend. Now, they have two newer versions of this lens out, the 18-300 and the 18-200. Now, when I got this particular lens right here, the 18-300 was already out. However, it is not as sharp as this lens. A year later, Sigma then released the 18-200, which is sharper than this one. However, this one's still very decently sharp. So even at 250 millimeter focal range on this one, where it's the softest, you can still take photos that are print out 20 inches wide without a problem. So lens is still very, very good. Now there are other lenses out there that are much sharper, but this is what you get. The advantage of having a super zoom lens is two lenses in one. So yes, you can put a sharper lens on your camera that has a shorter focal range. But if you can't zoom in to fill the frame on the particular image, say for example, there is a swan or something out on the water, and you're sitting here with the 17-70 contemporary lens that I have. Well, you might be able to zoom into 70, but it's not close enough. So you end up cropping in post-processing to really get in on the swan. Unfortunately, you would have been much better off to have a lens that zooms into 250 and filled the frame with the lens, other than having to crop it in post-processing, which actually give you a sharper image. So another thing is, I've run into many situations where if I didn't have but one focal range, a short focal range, because it was sharper, but wasn't able to get the photo I wanted. With a super zoom lens though, you get basically two lenses in one. Now a lot of people don't like a super zoom because they, like I said, are not as sharp as something a shorter focal range. However, and another reason they don't like them is because these slower apertures. Like this particular one has an aperture of f3.5 to 6.3. But for what you get, so you get two lenses in one. That way you never have to miss a particular shot. So that's one reason I really recommend super zooms. Like this particular one, the 18-250, which you can get off Amazon for $349. But I still recommend getting the 18-200, which is the newer Global Vision line from Sigma. And it's also a little bit sharper. And it's only $399. So it's only $50 more for the newer lens. Now to give you an idea on the sharpness of this, I have the 18-55 here. And I also have the 50mm STM, which is a very sharp lens. This lens falls in about midways. It's a little bit better than the 18-55, but not as good as the 50mm STM. Now, like I said, the big downfall to super zoom lenses are these slow apertures. F3.5 to 6.3 can get kind of dark for a lot of folks. Also, the slow apertures don't give you real nice soft bokeh that a lot of people might be looking for. That's why I recommend not the 50mm STM as a second lens to go along with it. Now, this has a very fast aperture of f1.8 and gives you some really nice, smooth bokeh in the background. So that's one I really recommend. This one, you can get this one for only $125 off Amazon, which is a really good deal. Plus, prime lenses are generally much, much sharper. Okay, now another lens I'm going to recommend that I don't have here on hand is a 24mm STM lens. Now I will be picking up one myself here pretty soon. Now, the reason I'm going to recommend this lens is because I have the 18 to 35 art lens that I regularly use at 24mm and also regularly shoot at f2.8, which makes the, a 24mm STM lens a prime replacement for my art lens. Now, I'm not doing away with the art lens, it's just not travel friendly. It's a very heavy lens. Now, you can get the 24mm STM for $149 off Amazon. So I recommend those three lenses because the 24 will give you a nice street photo look. So if you're going out doing street photography, or if you just want a lens that performs a little bit better in low light, that's an ideal lens to get. So that's why I recommend those three lenses. So I hope this helps everybody, gives them an idea, because really you don't need a whole lot of lenses. Those three lenses will get you about any shot you really want. The focal range on the super zoom lens, make sure you get to your subject you're shooting at, and you don't really miss a shot. Whereas those two other primes allow you a lot of creative control over your photos and stuff. So I hope this video is informative and helps some people decide what to carry with them when they travel. And if you like this video, how about a thumbs up? Thumbs up's always highly appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, be sure to subscribe. Subscribing is free. It's for you and lets you know when I release more videos. And if you're interested in any of these products, please check out my Amazon affiliate link down on the bottom. So until next time, everyone, thank you.